Akhilesh Yadav's latest move has snowballed into a massive controversy, keen to fulfill his pre-poll promise of withdrawing what he terms false cases against Muslims. The Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister has plans to drop terrorism charges in public interest against 15 under trials accused in different terror cases. UP Special Secretary Rajendra Kumar has written a 13-point letter to respective district administrations in whose jurisdiction these people were booked, asking the district magistrate, superintendent of police and government prosecuting officer in each case if the charges can be dropped in public interest. These 15 under trials we are talking about have been convicted under serious charges, even the Prevention of Terrorism Act. They've been accused of killing 43 innocent people, and Akhilesh Yadav wants them to go free.
That is any case that is the government of Uttar Pradesh is taking view on that. I haven't reviewed those cases. If there is some kind of recommendation, if it comes from Uttar Pradesh, be it any terrorist case, if there is even an iota of evidence against any terrorist, I think that would set a bad precedent. And I'm sure the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh has taken everything into view and gone through the files before he takes any such step.
जो तो आप उनके पार्टी के लोगों से पूछो.
Let's get a word in from Headlines Today's Associate Editor Atish Srivastav for more on this story. Atish, what has the political response been to what Akhilesh Yadav is planning to do?
Most of the leaders are watching this development very carefully because they are very cautious of the fact that this can start a dangerous trend all across the country. Because if you act against a particular community and you think that there was a political vendetta and a political case against those people, then it can be a dangerous trend because there are cases against them. Let the cases be over. If they are innocent, they can be set free by the court of law, and this is something everyone should wait for. But it was Samajwadi Party's political agenda, the political campaign, and was the main point, and that is what they want to fulfill. But they have to be very, very careful, and that is what Mayawati has been saying. The bad reflection on Mayawati's administration as well. They just want to prove a point that whatever Mayawati did was wrong, and she did it because of political compulsion and nothing apart from that. So there is something which is a very serious thing. In fact, BJP also said that we are closely watching, and they just hope that national interest and security is not compromised.
Well, it's not compromised. That's what the hope is, at least, but it seems to go completely the other way. We also have Amir Haq with us from Lucknow. Amir, I'm just going to come to you in a bit. Let's now tell you more about these 15 under trials and their involvement in different terror attacks on Indian soil in the recent past. Ruchika Tomar tells you all about that.
Let's in fact tell you who are these people who Akhilesh Yadav is planning to set free. The under trials in question are associated with 4 different terror cases. The first case is that of the attack on the CRPF camp in Rampur, in which 8 people lost their lives. Sabahuddin, Muhammad Sharif, Jang Bahadur, Kausar, Gulab Khan and 2 other Pakistanis, Imran Shehzad and Farooq, have been charge-sheeted in the case and are facing trial. The other case is that of the serial blast that took place in Lucknow, Faizabad and Varanasi. 3 of the accused have been charge-sheeted and they're facing trial in this case. 14 people lost their lives in this particular terror attack. Well, the UP government is also seeking the withdrawal of Varanasi serial blast case that took place on the 7th of March 2006, killing 21 people. The case had made news recently when the Allahabad High Court had slammed the Akhilesh government for attempting to withdraw the case. And the last case under consideration by the UP government is the case in which 3 accused are facing trial under POTA for leaking information to ISI on army movement from Bareilly to Jammu and Kashmir during the Kargil war. So you can imagine how critical these cases are. The police charge-sheeted them on 2nd February 2003, saying that they had sent details by fax to ISI and Pakistan of Indian Army's movement from Bareilly and Meerut to Kashmir during the war period.
Let's get a word in from Headlines Today's Amir Haq joining me live from Lucknow. Amir, it's as simple as that, isn't it? Narrow political considerations, being, all of that, and national security being sacrificed for that.
Well, definitely, and this is the voice being raised by, the same argument is being given by the opposition here in UP Assembly as well. In fact, over the last 2 days, there has been, continuous disruptions of the assembly proceedings, and one of the major issues was this, that the government is trying to set free people who may or may not be involved, but who are at least accused of serious terror cases. Uh, well, the opposition is doing its act, but the government is adamant. They did not respond so much to the voices being raised from the opposition corner. But in fact, they continue to, they have already set the process rolling. They've invited, the opinion of the local administration about these specific cases, and they're waiting for the rest to be done. But as far as the entire issue is concerned, it looks more like it is being politicized, for elections,
Yes.
especially in the run-up to the 2014 Lok Sabha elections.
Amir, just stay with me for a moment.
Political parties, in fact,
Former Director General of the Border Security Force, Prakash Singh, is back with us on the phone line. Mr. Singh, how can something like this be allowed to happen? 15 people charged with terror charges and political considerations coming in the way to let them off the hook. What do you think, sir?
I think it's a very serious development, and this amounts to subverting the criminal justice system. Well, as long as the present dispensation in the UP was tinkering with matters here and there, I mean, one was concerned but not upset. But now this thing, I mean, trying to fiddle with the terror-related cases is something which is very upsetting, very disturbing, and the Chief Minister doesn't realize the risks he's taking in the process, and the message which he is conveying to the police, that you go soft on terror and then don't book people on terror-related cases because we'll withdraw those cases. So, I mean, this is so already you can see that the law and order situation in the state has taken a nosedive. And from the communal point of view, the state has become a tinderbox. Yes. And now they are sort of playing with the communal cases also. And I think this combination of a bad communal situation with taking liberties with terror, I think it's going to be a very explosive combination in UP.
It's a very disturbing,
is heading for serious trouble.
It's heading for serious trouble. It's a disturbing situation as far as Akhilesh Yadav's government is concerned. And remember all those hopes that were placed in the young Chief Minister, all of it going to dust progressively. Thanks, Prakash Singh, for speaking to Headlines today. Well, the families of victims of the Varanasi blasts of 2006, remember, have come out and questioned the UP government's move. Here's what they've said.
महसूस यही हुआ कि मतलब कि राज्य सरकारें और इस समय मुल्क की सरकारें जो हैं दिमागी तौर पे दिवालिया हो गई हैं। तो इतना शॉक्ड हैं कि जिस सरकार को आम नागरिकों की सुरक्षा करनी चाहिए और वो आम नागरिकों की सुरक्षा न करके वो मुल्क के जो आतंकवादी हैं, जो मुल्क पे हमला करने वाले हैं, उनकी वो सुरक्षा कर रही है, तो हम लोग आम आदमी जाएंगे कहाँ? शॉक तो हम उस दिन भी थे, आज भी हैं, ये सुन के कि मतलब कि वो आतंकवादियों को छोड़ने का फैसला कर रही है। अरे दोषी हैं तो उनको तुरंत सजा दी जाए।
वोट बैंक मजबूत रहे, वोट बैंक में दिक्कत ना हो, इसलिए ये सारी कवायद हो रही है, जो कि एकदम सरासर गलत है। और कानून भी कोई चीज है, अगर कोर्ट अपना रुख सख्त कर ले तो राज्य सरकार भी कुछ नहीं कर पाएगी। ये फांसी भी होनी चाहिए, फांसी क्यों नहीं होगी? अब उस कामों की सजा अगर फांसी है तो जरूर होनी चाहिए उनको फांसी।
J.M. Pathak is an advocate. He is also a survivor and a victim of the Varanasi blasts of 2006. Mr. Pathak, what is your reaction to what Akhilesh Yadav is trying to do? 15 under trials, he wants to let them off the hook on terrorism charges. What do you think?
Yes, sir. This is most condemnable action of the state government of Mr. Akhilesh Yadav.
Yes.
And you know that I am one of the injured victims of the scandal, that terrorist attack. I say it that it was was a terrorist attack not only on advocates but on the judiciary itself. I have also deposed in the court of additional judge Sri R.K. Gautam as 13th witness of prosecution, and there I deposed. I identified one of the accused who put bicycle on with the
Will you be taking any action now, Mr. Pathak? Do you plan to do anything about this?
This matter has been brought before the Honorable High Court of Allahabad.
Yes.
And they have heard it on 22nd of this month. And whatever they have commented, that is very important and that is very shameful for the UP government. And if they are going to find any counter affidavit against that petition, so that will be heard on this 27th, and I believe that the UP government will fail in its mission to satisfy the Muslim voters.
J.N. Pathak, thanks for speaking to Headlines today. We'll keep a check on this story. Well, this move by the UP government leaves us with very big questions. Why doesn't the Uttar Pradesh government leave it to the courts to decide on these cases, especially against people who've waged war against the country? What's motivating Akhilesh to side with terrorists in disregard for the High Court's order? Isn't Akhilesh betraying the sacrifices of security forces, martyrs and others by playing vote bank, cheap, cowardly vote bank politics? And what's to stop other terror suspects from making similar demands? Go out, kill people. Akhilesh Dada is always there to bail us out when we're in jail.